everyone, and thank you for joining this special Winter Comforts episode of Apex Luxury TV. We are shooting at 34 Fog Point Road in Freeport. This is an exquisite 5-bedroom, 4 full bathroom home on 16 private waterfront acres. So to reserve this or any of our properties, visit apexluxuryrentals.com or give us a call directly.
Today we are with Alice and Crystal, who are business partners with Coastal Freeport Living magazine. Crystal teaches etiquette and manners classes to kids and adults. Today they are going to teach us how to properly set a dining table.
Take it away.
Thank you. So happy to be here. Yes, Coastal Freeport Living is a local neighborhood publication. I work with wonderful business partners. Alice is one of them. She's become a friend as well. The classes that I teach originally started in the South with cotillion. I don't know if anyone has heard of cotillion. My children took cotillion for many years, probably many more than they wanted to. And when I came back to Maine, which is where I grew up, I realized we don't have the same cotillion classes here, and so I introduced them to the Falmouth Country Club, and that's where they are hosted and taught. In our classes, we cover a host of manners and etiquette, from how to introduce yourself, regular social greeting, social media etiquette, cell phone etiquette, which is so important these days with kids. We also talk about dinner, how to have a proper meal. The Falmouth Country Club in our 5th class brings in a 5-course meal, which is absolutely stunning. We also have a little bit of dance in the class as well, which is always fun for the kids. So I brought Alice today because Alice loves to set tables, and she does a fabulous job. She brought me in for lunch last week, or 2 weeks ago, which was wonderful. And when I saw the lovely spread that she had, I said she would be perfect. Alice is a Maine guide. She puts on land and sea tours. I've done one of her tours. Highly recommend them to anyone.
Thank you.
Sure.
So we have 2 place settings. This would be the head of the table setting, and we're going to leave that one in place. I'm going to take this one apart and put it back together again.
And while she's doing that, know that there are many rules to setting a table. Some of them can be broken, some of them cannot be. We have the head of the table. Normally your guest of honor will be seated to the right. When I teach classes, I teach kids really the basics. As soon as you sit down, put your napkin in your lap. Don't eat with your mouth open. If you don't like something, try a bite anyway.
Right. So we're going to start. We're going to put a napkin that happens to be in a napkin ring down. You work your forks and your spoons from the outside in. This is a salad fork, or it could end up being a dessert fork, a dinner fork. We have a dinner knife. We have a teaspoon for tea, coffee, hot chocolate later. We have a dinner plate that goes in between. There is a right and a wrong to putting your glassware down. This would be a water glass. It goes on the inside. If you're having a white wine or a Prosecco or champagne, it goes next. And the red wine goes on the far outside. Lastly, you have a cup for coffee. Normally it's got a saucer, but our place settings, this setting service doesn't have that today.
Lovely. Perfect. So obviously when I teach my classes, we don't have the wine classes or the flutes. This winter white is simple, it's beautiful. You can add a little bit more color. Alice added some beautiful decoration to the table. The fun part about setting any table is that you can make it yours.
Well, this is certainly so beautiful, and it's not that difficult, but it looks like there's been so much thought and care put into it. And I love that it's the whites. We have this like beautiful palette to add. Talk about a little bit of some of the color and options that people could do to pop some color and make it their own.
Oh, absolutely. We could have chargers underneath our plates here. Again, we have a simple setting here today. Chargers can add color.
So a charger is a larger plate that goes underneath.
Correct. Yes, yes. I love chargers of silver or bronze. Add a little texture. It's always fun too to add height to a table. When you serve and you would put out your dishes in the middle, I love to see them up higher, which is always lovely, and the color that Alice has added is perfect today.
So we have some purples and some blues which go with the driftwood colors that the table is, and it goes with the placemats that are here. If you want to have a total formal table, then you'd have a full tablecloth down, and then you would be using much more bright colors. We have candle slip. Again, crystal's going with this theme, but you can use silver or gold or brass or anything. Again, you can also make natural ones. And so with birch bark around or with natural things that are outside.
Oh, I love it.
So I noticed that you have flowers within the glass instead of bouquets. And so was that on purpose, or would you go for a bouquet normally?
Normally I go with bouquets, but I wanted to be able to match up regardless of the weather. And if I couldn't get out, I have my flowers.
Yes, perfect. I always love adding flowers to the table.
If you would like to reach Crystal about her etiquette classes, you can find her at her email, crystalalk16@gmail.com.
And thank you so much for joining this beautiful episode. I'm very inspired, and again, to rent 34 Fog Point Road or any of our luxury properties, give us a call or visit us at apexluxuryrentals.com. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.